Hi and welcome to Open Road Motorhomes. Here we have a 2024 Jayco Conquest RM20-5 and we'll be going through the outside of this vehicle and along with additional videos inside as well. So we're going to start with the fuel here. So really important that you only use diesel fuel and it's about a 100 litre tank. We do need to open up the passenger side door to access the fuel, but you can close that back over to lock it up when you are filling up your tank. You also have your keys here as well. So 2 sets of keys, both have central locking. We will go through what these additional keys will do also for your motorhome. But if in doubt, you also do have manuals here as well, which will give you information on the cabin and the motorhome side. Now, being a European vehicle, just keep in mind that everything is on the left side. So fuel on the left side, blinkers on the left side, and our bonnet catch on the left side, just under here. As we head around to the front of your vehicle, we'll show you a few things under the bonnet. So to open up your bonnet, there is a little latch here. So just here, lifting up and popping in here. So a couple things that we have is our brake fluid over here, windscreen wiper fluid, oil, and your dipstick right down here. Power steering here and coolant here. In the event that you would need to jump start this vehicle, you can actually do it from your engine here, and that's just down here. There's a red cap which we flick open, put the positive onto here and the earth or negative onto here if in the event we need to jump start. So that is positive down here under the red cap and earth or negative up here. It is recommended that you service your vehicle every 12 months or 10,000 kilometers for this one. As we head around, one thing I'd like to show in here on the driver's side, you do have a little sticker here that gives you your tire pressure. So we're always going to go with the maximum load, which is 55 psi for the front and 66 for the back. Another little thing that you have on this side, under the driver's seat, is the toolkit in the event that you need to change your spare tire. It is much easier if you go from the home part to pull that one out, but that is where your toolkit is in the event you ever need to change a tire. Now, as we come through, this is what we call the supply side. So this is everything that is going inside your motorhome. So what we've got here is an outdoor shower, which is an additional item that has been added to this particular motorhome. It does do hot and cold, but if we wish for the hot to work, we do need our gas to be turned on. And to lock this one up, we are going to use this black key just here. Moving forward, we have our freshwater system. To open this freshwater system, it is this white little key here that we've got, and that opens and closes. On this side, in the open one, is for our tank water. So your tank water holds about 62 litres, and this is going to be filled up with your freshwater hose, which looks like this. When filling it up, we put the hose as far in as we can, and it's a gradual pressure. We don't want full pressure because that can form air bubbles, which means when you turn on your taps, so your shower or your sinks, water might spurt out. Also, it might tell the sensor that it's full when it's not. So always a gradual pressure. Once water comes out, you know it's nice and full. The one next to it is our mains pressure. So if we're at a campsite, we will want to connect to this mains pressure. And what this means is I am not taking any water from my tank. I'm getting it directly from the tap source of that camp area. So you're going to pop this on just like that. You can keep it on, but same thing, gradual pressure. And that's going to go straight into your lines. What's really important, when we wish to use our tank water, which is mainly for free camping, we do need to turn our pump switch on. If we are connected to mains pressure, that pump switch is not on. We want to make sure that is off. And that is our fresh water. As we move a little bit down, we have our grey water. So this is a separate tank that is also attached to your motorhome. That does hold about 55 litres. So once you've had a shower or use the sink, that water is going to go into that grey water tank. Also, it may come from your washing machine as well. Currently, to access the grey water, when it's in this position here, it is closed. To open it, we pull the valve forward, and if it's in line with the pipe, it's in our open position. What you would need to do is you do have a grey water hose like this that has a cam lock. We're going to pop the cam lock on by lifting those latches up, placing on and pulling those silver latches back, and that secures it. Then you open your line, take this away from your vehicle, or if you had a campsite, they'll have a designated drainage section, and let that grey water run out. It's really important to not leave, it's probably important to empty your grey water before you leave, or you are driving with extra weight. And then pop this one back off and close her off. As we come a little bit further down, we have our gas bottle. So this gas bottle is going to be used for your hot water system and also for your cooktops. When your hot water is on, heat will come out of this little section here. So just be careful, you will get hot air coming out, and don't park in an area that you're going to block that vent. When using gas, we turn it on by the little valve at the top here. But what's really important, when we are traveling, we turn that gas off. We don't want gas running through our lines. Your gas is also going to be an additional option for your refrigerator inside when you are free camping. So that is your gas system that you've got here, and that is lockable if you wish with this key just here. As we move a little bit further down, we have our 240 system. So our 240 system is going to give us the best power for our motorhome. It's going to help charge up those home batteries, but it's also going to let us use our luxury items. So in this case, with this particular motorhome, that is your aircon, your microwave, power outlets, and the additional extra of a washing machine. Those items will not work if you are not connected to 240 power. It's also a best power source for your refrigerator, being that 3-way fridge. So this is where we're going to plug in with our 15 amp cord. Just keep in mind, if you're using to plug in at a friend's place or a family member's place, you may need to look to get an adapter, as the 15 amp cord does not plug in to a normal power outlet, and you will need that converter. Also recommend hooking it up on your little hook here, just in case anyone comes through and trips it over. It's a bit more secured. Next to it, we have our 240 circuit breaker. So this works like a fuse box at home. If in the event you've got multiple 240 items going and the power just goes, nope, come here to check if the switch has gone down and flick that back up. This little one here is an antenna inlet. So you might go to some campsites that might have their own foxtail cable or channel cable, and you would plug it into there. As we move down to our toilet cassette, it is actually the exact same key, which is this one here for your gas, to open and close this area. To bring our toilet out, we are going to lift the orange handle here and pull and grab your handle up the top. This little orange handle here does become a little wheelie option, and you can take it to your septic tank. So at campsites, they will have designated septic tank areas. The only thing to keep in mind, if you are ever traveling to a national park, they will not let you empty your grey water or what they call black water, which is your toilet water. To empty this cassette, we're going to pull this nozzle out, untwist this one here. Now we've popped a chemical in this, so pretend this lid is off, feet wide apart, put it on the angle and push this button here. So this button here is going to act as air pressure and help push the waste that is inside out. Once all the waste has been released, we want to put a little bit of water in, rinse it, empty it again if you can, and then put in your toilet chemical. We recommend Aqua Blue. It's great to help break down the waste that's inside and help with any smell as well. Once that's in, close this up, pop it in, and then we know we can safely return it. What is really important though, we always need to make sure that the toilet inside is in that closed position and that this is also in the closed position, and I can tell because it's facing towards my motorhome. If it is in the open position, do not push it. Make sure to go check your toilet first and then come back and put it back in so it's always in that closed. We lift up, slide it back in, and make sure it's behind the little lever here. And that's how we know our toilet is safely put away. As we come around to the back of your motorhome, we have our spare tyre. So underneath, right under here, might be a bit hard to see, is our spare tyre. To wind it down, we do need to use our toolkit, and you have a bolt in place that goes all the way through, and then you have a crank that will wind this spare tyre down. Of course, you have the option to tow with this particular motorhome, and we've got our reversing camera up the top as well. Now, as we come around to our party side, so this is the side that you are going to have some fun, what we've got is a couple of things. This here, and this here are vents to your refrigerator. It is recommended that when we're washing our vehicle, no high pressure hoses are washed for these vents that we've got here. You have an outdoor speaker. This outdoor speaker is linked to your radio on the inside. You have outdoor lights. All these lights are 12 volt, which means they'll work when you're free camping, and you can just push this button here. Your step here though is a manual step, so really important. You always close that before driving off. And to do that, there's a little button just underneath. We're pushing that in and locking that into place. To bring it out, grab that button and pull that one out as well. Your door here, when open, you can attach it to just up to here on the side of your motorhome to secure it into place. Now, being in Australia, if we want a bit more fresh air, you can actually separate. So lifting this handle up, we separate the door and close it just like that. To lock your door, you have a gold key. So this one just here, you pop that one in here like that. When the handle goes down, that's in the locked position. And then to unlock, we want it in that out position there. You can then attach this back by clicking it into place. So hear those clicks. And that is your front door there. As we come through, your motorhome has a picnic table, and this picnic table is an additional feature. It can hold about 30 kilos, which is quite a lot of weight. And then a cool thing about this, if I just lift this up, it locks into place just like that. So pushing my two levers down here. You've also got two 10 amp power outlets. So if you wanted to bring out an air fryer, or maybe you want to charge your phone, you can, as long as you're connected to 240. These two items will work. Or if you wanted to bring your TV outside, you can connect it via 240, pop it into here, and place it on your outside table. You do have a bit of storage under here. So here we've got our hoses, the diesel heater, which is an additional feature for this particular motorhome, and our lithium battery, which is just in here as well. And it is accessible from the inside as seen in the inside video. We can close this one up. And the good thing about it, the key used for your gas and your toilet is the same key to lock this one up as well. And this is the outside of your Jayco Conquest.